So let's summarize calculating the circle center and the radius of the circle when you're given the full equation of a circle center. These are the two important questions that cover the core fundamentals of that. So we're given that we need to determine the coordinates of the circle center and the length of the radius of the following circles. So we're given two circles. Let's start with the first one. As we know, standard equation, x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared, which means we're interested in getting the values of a and b, which would be our circle center, and the value of r, which is our radius. Let's go ahead and work these out. So as you can see, you can already see that we have a common factor of 2 throughout all values. So the easiest thing is to just divide throughout by 2. We'll be left with x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2 is equals to 24 divided by 2. We have 12. What I really like to do as a small hack here, just group the values with x and the values with y. X squared minus 2x, these I'm pairing them together. Y squared minus y equals to 12, I'm pairing them together. As you can see, these are closer to each other, which visually is less intimidating. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take the value of negative 2, we divide it by 2, or multiplied by half is the same thing, and square it. What we're going to have, negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1 squared, which will give you the value of 1. So we're going to go ahead, in brackets, say x squared minus 2x plus 1, close the bracket. And then we're going to take that value of plus 1, what you do on the left, also do on the right, add 1 on the right hand side as well. Then we're going to proceed and do the same thing for y. We have y squared minus y, interested in the value that's next to the y, is negative 1. Now divided by 2 or multiplied by half, square it, what you give us 1 over 4. We do the same process, add 1 over 4 on the left hand side and add 1 over 4 on the right hand side. And this is the easiest way of really doing this. So be sure to memorize it, and if you have an alternative way, be sure to try it out and also let me know in the comment section below. So what we have, let's just neaten this equation up. As you can see here, we have a trinomial, and we have a trinomial there, which means we can open two brackets, x and x. Factors of 1 that which you add and subtract will give us negative 2 is negative 1 and negative 1. And as you multiply negative and negative 1, you get positive 1. We do the same thing here. We open two brackets, give us y minus 1 over 2, y minus 1 over 2, because minus 1 over 2 minus a half is minus 1, minus half times minus half will give us negative 1 over 4, which will be equals to, if we add all the values up, 12 plus 1 plus 1 over 2 shouldn't be 1 over 2, should be 1 over 4. Yeah. Because we added 1 over 4 on the left, add 1 over 4 on the right. So it's always good to have a sharp eye and really always double check your work. As you can see, we picked up something we'd missed, which is 53. All divided by 4. Same brackets. You write 1, square it, y minus 1 over 2 squared, which is equals to 53, all divided by 4. To answer the question, the coordinates of the circle center will be 1, because you're interested in that value, and 1 over 2, and the radius will be equals to square root of 53 over 4, which is the square root of 53, all divided by 2. And we would have answered the question. We'll get full marks for the coordinates, full mark for the radius. So let's proceed to the second question and apply the same knowledge. So 2.2, we're given that x squared plus 20x plus y squared minus 6y is equal to negative 1. Luckily now we have the x's and y's all grouped together. Make life so easy. So we just proceed to the next step of taking the value of 20, dividing it by 2 or multiplying by half, which will be 20 divided by 2 to be 10 squared, and 10 squared is 100. We proceed and open the bracket, plus 20x plus the 100, close the bracket. We have minus 1 on the right, so we add 100. Now we do the same thing for the y, minus 6. We take the minus 6, divided by 2 or multiplied by half, which will be negative 3 squared, which will be 9. Open the bracket, y squared minus 6y plus 9, and we add the 9 as well. Don't forget on the right hand side what you do on the left, you also do on the right. I have trinomial factors of 100 that which you add or multiply, that will give you 20. Open two brackets. If you multiply 10 by 10, you get 100. If you add 10 plus 10, you get 20. So the values will be 10, 10. Plus do the same thing. Yeah, which you get minus 3. And y minus 3. Minus 3 minus 3 is 6. Minus 3 times minus 3 will give you positive 9. Then we go to minus 1 plus 100 plus 9, which will give you 108. So, which means we're closer to our answer. 108, which means our circle center will be, since this is positive, an important point to make. Since this is positive, we need to remember that for it to be positive, what had to happen is it's minus 10 squared. It means this negative, same negative as in the equation. So when you take out the value, we take out the opposite sign, which is negative 10. That's one way of looking at it. Or you can just mentally remember that if it's positive 10, you will write out the opposite sign, which is negative 10 as a circle center. And 3 here, we just take it as 3 because it's already negative there. So this is an important misconception that a lot of learners miss marks on. You do all the hard work, and then when you get there, you take out or write the final answer is incorrect. If it's x plus 10, you take it as an opposite sign of the 10, which will be negative 10. Why is that? Because here it's x minus. So for this to be minus, it means it needs to be minus 10. That's why we take out the opposite number. That's a quick small hack for you. And R is 108. And in that way, you're going to get all 4 marks. And we'll be good to go.